The Dominic Carter Show on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
And it's the Friday edition, and we have a lot to talk about. Dominic Carter here with you. The number to reach us live right now, 800-848-9222. So I'm still annoyed greatly, and everyone I've talked to since this happened is annoyed. They're referring to it as a miscarriage of justice, and I'm talking about the former NYPD sergeant that was convicted of manslaughter and yesterday sentenced from 3 to 9 years for tossing that cooler at a drug suspect who was trying to get away on a moped. 800-848-9222. So you look at page 1 of the New York Post today, and they accurately summarize the situation. Jailed for doing his job. And it indeed is a very dark day for law enforcement everywhere. And folks, no matter what city you're listening to this program in right now, the socialist mayor of New York, Mamdani, straight up con in terms of what he has done. So guess what? He promised free with the buses. Guess what he quietly admitted yesterday? No free buses are coming this year. Folks, you've been had. It's as simple as that. So we have a lot to get to, and let's go right ahead and do exactly that. We see all your telephone calls coming in. We'll get to them momentarily. Let's start with the officer and what I thought about this sergeant, right? So last night, now think about this. He's a sergeant. He's a supervisor of officers on the front line. And last night, he spent the evening at Rikers Island. Now, think about that for a second. He's waiting for a transport, if it hasn't already happened, to a mid-state processing center or to a prison upstate. Attica, Elmira, after he's processed. It could be someplace in the Syracuse area. This police sergeant, I don't want to refer to him as former, because I feel the man should get his job back. I don't think the man did anything wrong. I really don't. 800-848-9222. This from WABC TV here in New York, Channel 7.
Punishment handed down for the ex-NYPD sergeant.
Eric Duran was sentenced to 3 to 9 years in prison. More than 11,000 officers signed a petition pushing for Duran to not go to jail.
30-year-old Eric Dupree killed in 2023 after Duran tossed a picnic cooler at him as Dupree left on a scooter. Eyewitness News reporter Marcus Solis live at the courthouse in the Melrose section of the Bronx with everything that unfolded today. Marcus?
Well, Mike and Sade, the Sergeants Union called today one of the darkest days in the history of our profession. And Sergeant Duran's lawyers argued against incarceration, asking the judge not to imprison Duran for a decision he made in just 2.5 seconds. But the judge said that Duran did act recklessly. For the victim's family, they say they're just content they got justice.
Justice for
Eric Dupree's mother and supporters emerged from the courthouse chanting, satisfied with the sentence. Moments earlier, former NYPD Sergeant Eric Duran shed tears as he learned his fate, 3 to 9 years in prison for manslaughter.
It is a very seldom occurrence that justice prevails when a cop kills a black and brown person. But today, in the Bronx, we got it right.
So that last clown, that voice that you heard, absolute clown, pretends that he's the leader of Black Lives Matter in New York City. I think his name is Hawk Newsom, something like that, or Hank Newsom. I've never met someone that's such a D-level player, always trying to be the next Sharpton. That's who this guy thinks that he is, right? And he looks to be a towering figure. I didn't even know he went to law school. But apparently he went to law school, apparently, and that voice, that's the voice that you just heard. So this is outrageous, what has happened to this Sergeant. We see all your calls. We'll get to them on a number of topics. I see many of you want to talk about the woman in Charlotte as well. But Mom Donnie is facing backlash. No, not Mom Donnie. He walks on water. Well, free, free, free. He said free buses. You've been conned. I tried to tell you that he was straight up running game, but you didn't want to listen to me. So now he's mayor and he's still running game. Okay? So his campaign pledge, remember, of city buses free. Well, the money is not there. I told you the money wasn't going to be there. And so he's being hit hard online. This was one of his big campaign promises, and it won't be fulfilled this year as his administration works to gain support from lawmakers in Albany. So he came from Albany. He was an assemblyman. You don't think that he knew that the money wasn't there? Of course he knew the money wasn't there. He told you what you wanted to hear. But let me tell you about the cojones on this guy, right? I'm going to get to his wife in a second. The cojones on this guy. He's talked about free supermarkets in terms of the city running the supermarkets, right? He's Mr. Social Media, right? He does a social media clip where this woman goes to purchase some potato chips. You're about to hear it. And she says she wants the chips for free. And a person starts laughing that's in the background behind her. Guess who that individual is behind her? Mayor Mamdani. It's almost like he's mocking us. Listen to this, folks.
Can I get a free bag of chips? Ooh, I want a free bag of chips. Oh, can I get a free bag of chips?
Now, Carlos, re-rack that, and I want you to stand by to play it again. Why would you do a social media video mocking people? You see the woman, she's in the grocery store, or bodega, wherever she is, and she says she wants a free bag of chips, and she looks over her shoulder, and it's the mayor standing there, and he starts laughing. What's so funny, Mr. Mayor?
Can I get a free bag of chips? Ooh, I want a free bag of chips. Oh, can I get a free bag of chips?
I don't get it. Do you get the joke? But Mamdani, also his wife, right? He won't say a word about her racism, her anti-Semitism, her use of the N-word. He won't say a word about that. But now, and he said she's a private citizen. Remember that? Now, Mamdani is coming forth to say there may be a role for her because she's an artist and there may be a role for her in the world of art.
I can say that she hasn't made any final decision to that end, but she is an artist, I'd say an incredible one of my own opinion. And she's someone who's always spoken about the importance of art as a part of any flourishing society. And I can imagine that that is something that she could encourage to take place in our city.
But when you were asked about her anti-Semitism and her racism, you had peeped to say, Mr. Mayor, what's up with that? 800-848-9222. Let's begin with your telephone calls. Line 2, Sal in New Jersey. On this Friday, Sal, what's on your mind?
Good afternoon, Dominic. Dominic, when you had the State of the Union address a couple of years ago, and this past year, we had so many Democrats in the audience that were waving Ukrainian flags, and they had Ukrainian lapel pins, Ukrainian flag lapel pins on their shirts and on their suits, and yet when Irina Vereshchuk got killed, they didn't say a word.
Are you surprised?
No, because they're hypocrites. They don't care about the American people. They don't care about the white people.
They don't care about anybody. And what occurred on that bus in Charlotte, let's make no mistake about it, that was a racial incident. I don't care what psychiatrist, what psychologist deemed this animal to be mentally incompetent. That was a racial incident that occurred on that train. And Democrats, they're not going to call out anything. That's why polling is starting to show, Sal, that things are starting to trend. We'll see what happens. Trend Republican ways in terms of the midterms. We will see exactly what happens. Let's go to Scott. Line 5, Pennsylvania. Scott, what's on your mind?
How you doing, Dominic?
I'm good. Go right ahead, please.
I just want to say, Mondani, these people that voted for Mondani, complete idiots. They're going to get what they deserve. And another point I want to make is, what's it going to take to get this country back on track? I mean, everything that these libtard Democrats believe in is completely the opposite of what this country was founded upon. And it's just disgusting what you see day to day. And what's it going to take for us to get this country back on track?
That's a great question. It starts with standards, and that's why President Trump was the right man for the job. It starts with we've got to do away with, and no disrespect to my friends in the transgender community, we can't have people walking around talking about I'm him, I'm she, I'm it, I'm they, I'm a bird, I'm a cat. Come on, this is silliness, and it has to stop. All this political correctness. So you ask how we get the country back on track? This is how you do it in part. The political correctness must stop. It must end. Young people are going to have to be taught that you have to go to school and get an education. And if you don't make it, look in the mirror. Don't blame anybody else. Don't, this person's fault. It's going to take a lot. The Democrat Party, I wish I could say different. The Democrat Party has done enormous damage to America. Thank you for the call. Let's see here. Let's go to John in Minnesota. John, what's on your mind?
Thanks, Dominic. You play chess?
Yes, I used to be very good at it. Used to be. Key words.
You know that you've said that President Trump is playing chess.
He's always
playing chess. You know what the meaning of check means. He's
checkmate. Well, check. The game is almost over. Right. I got you in a defensive position, and you better get out of it. It's a warning sign.
Right. So if he doesn't come out, if there isn't an agreement meeting our terms over the weekend, it's back to the war problem, back to the offense. Otherwise, it's going to drag on through summer, and in November elections, midterms, the Republicans are going to pay the price.
I don't agree with that. I don't think that the president, he's way too smart to let this drag on. He's going to find an end game out of this to make this all come to an end. And I think at the end of the day, this net negative is going to be a net positive for Republicans. But we'll see, John. But if you think that President Trump, that came back from the political dead to win another 4-year office in terms of the presidency, if you think he's going to let this linger on to the midterms and to November, that's just not going to happen. We've got to take a break. We are coming right back.
The Dominic Carter Show, entertaining and informative on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
And we are back, 800-848-9222. I feel like strutting right now, right? Saturday Night Fever, right? And starting to dance, right? That's just the way I feel today, folks, on this Friday. But I'm also thinking about some of the movies, some of the classics. We're going back to your telephone calls in just a moment, right? Who could ever forget this one?
You're nothing to me now. You're not a brother. You're not a friend. I don't want to know you or what you do. I don't want to see you at the hotels. I don't want you near my house.
The Godfather. And of course, if you want to understand my personality, my perspective, the way that I see things, I'm about to go to Gracie in Rockland County, New York. I think this next one from the Bad News Bears, the children, I think it sums up my perspective and Gracie's perspective at the same time.
Hey, Yankees, you can take your apology out of your trophy and shove it straight up your ass. And another thing, just wait till next year.
Yes, that's me. To the critics, when you, Dominic, I don't like, blah, blah. Just think about that clip. Just think about that clip, Carlos, one more time before I go to Gracie. So when you call, and when I look at those comments online and you're attacking me and blah, 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 and you're making it personal, just know in the back of my mind, this is what I'm thinking.
Hey, Yankees, you can take your apology out of your trophy and shove it straight up your ass. And another thing, just wait till next year.
The bad news bears. Let's go to Gracie, Rockland County, line 3. What's on your mind, Gracie?
What's on my mind is first of all, I'm still in California. But listen, I wonder if Mondami's wife is going to be a big artiste like Hunter, that all her work is going to be in demand. Do you think that'll happen?
Hey, you know what's funny? Now Hunter, and I don't like making fun of people. I really don't. But now he's crying broke that he can't pay his legal bills. So I guess the world as an artist, once your daddy's no longer the president, it doesn't work too well.
Dominic, that also happened with the Clinton Foundation. Once she lost in 16, bye-bye Clinton Foundation. Okay, listen, you know where I was? I didn't call you for like 16 days. You know, we rich Republicans. I just came home from a 16-day Hawaiian cruise, and I met a lot of... well, yeah, it's fun. It's the cheapest vacation to go on. But aside from that, I met so many nice people, and everybody is disgusted. You know, I met a lot of California people, and they too are disgusted. Then you could say, all right, they quote have money, put that in quotation marks. No, they worked hard. I met a man, could be my son. He was from Romania. He was with his wife and the 2 kids. Okay. He came from Romania as a little boy because his father, his uncle, that dictator of Romania put them in prison, and they were able to get out with the Baptist. So he's in the country now, is working. He works hard and everything. And now he's a Republican. He's so disgusted with the Democrats. Anybody who's worked for a living and knows communism, it's crazy.
Hey, Gracie, I have a hard out that's going to cut me and you off, the national out, in 10 seconds. But I got your point. We got your point. We love you, Gracie. We are coming right back.
Fox News is now streaming live on Fox One. When news breaks, we don't just report it. We go beyond the headlines to get the full story. Get live coverage, in-depth analysis, and perspectives from the voices you trust, all in one place. Whether you're at home or on the go, stay connected to the stories shaping our world. Stream Fox News on Fox One. Download today.
The Dominic Carter Show. Entertaining and informative on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Welcome to today. Thank you so much for starting your Tuesday with us.
It was business as usual today. Savannah back at her desk, back on the plaza.
We're so happy to be out here with these beautiful friends.
And sharing this candid message as she interviewed the author of the book, Joyful Anyway.
When life hands you something you could never prepare for, joy can feel impossible.
But now a disturbing new development in the disappearance of her mother.
We got another letter today.
TMZ's Harvey Levin revealing just hours after Savannah's return to 30 Rock.
It is good to be home.
More mysterious communications from the person who has been offering information on Nancy in exchange for Bitcoin, making this distressing claim.
I know where her body is and who the kidnapper is. Give me half a Bitcoin and I'll tell you.
It was nice to see Savannah Guthrie back on the Today Show this week. As far as this person with information, I'm not even going to comment on these nut comments. But I'm looking at my Twitter, at my ex. We're going back to your telephone calls in a moment. The lovely Debbie Lebedo, Staten Island, says, Dom, the Mamdanis are BS artists. Welcome to communist New York. Then I go down and I found something interesting here from Frankie Cruz. And Frankie makes a great point. Funny how Hawk Newsom, that fake Black Lives Matter clown that was at this sergeant's trial cheering as he was sent to prison and leading the chants and so on. But Frankie says, funny how Hawk Newsom didn't care about the Latino NYPD sergeant being brown, capitalizes the word brown, So in other words, you're so into minorities. Well, what about the sergeant, right? And as it relates to that travesty of justice in terms of sending that innocent man to prison, what happened in the Bronx yesterday. Remember, all of us went on with our lives. We're all going into our weekend. He completed 24 hours in prison. He's now going to his first weekend in prison. And words are powerful, but he doesn't know when he might be shanked or stabbed, just like Derek Chauvin was. 29 times? And this is the world that we live in. This from News 12, the Bronx.
It was an emotional day in court as former Sergeant Eric Duran spoke directly to the family of Eric Dupree. This happened just minutes before Judge Guy Mitchell read the sentence, 3 to 9 years in prison.
Again, that's from News 12, the Bronx. Let's see here. Let's go to Jim in Boca Raton, Florida. Jim, what's on your mind?
Hey, Dominic. I don't know if you remember, but Officer Dilla his killer was found not guilty of murder. They based it and said it was manslaughter, even though you had body cam footage. So I think the question is, these juries, do we get a jury of peers or do we get somebody like Debbie Lobato who knows everything and is repeated daily on your Twitter?
Are you done? Are you done, Jim? Jim? Don't cut him off. Don't cut him off. Are you there, Jim?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what's the point in doing that?
Doing what?
What you
Having
just did.
professional juries?
No. The point that you just made about Debbie Lobato. Do you know her?
None of us know her.
Okay, all right. So none of you know her. Okay, all right.
Nobody
so who cares? Would you say that if Debbie was your mother?
Oh, come on.
Don't say come on. If I took a liking to if your mother invited me over for a meal out of the goodness of her heart, and I came, and from time to time I started focusing on her tweets, and if your mother's husband showed me love, and the man was out there, Debbie was out there cooking for hours, they didn't ask me for a dime. They showed me the time of my life on a Saturday, and I'm going to write about it in my next book. So would you still feel the same way if Debbie Lobato happened to be your mother? Jim? Oh, Jim is gone. Oh, poor baby. He can't take the heat. Come on, Jim. Man up. Ooh, I almost slipped and said something. You better have that standby button ready. I almost slipped and called you a little. Yes. But this is a family show. It's a family show, so I can't do that. It's a Friday. But stop hating on people. Debbie Lobato ain't do nothing to you. She don't know you. She's a nice woman. Nice person. Her and her husband, nice people. Good friends. I quote a lot of people's tweets. I quote Jimmy Fontanez's tweets. I quote sheet tweets from DMS. I quote sheets from tweets, that is, from Liz in Florida. Next, are you going to hate on Liz in Florida because Liz wants me to eat healthy? I mean, stop hating. Oh, my God. But, Carlos, before I go to the next call, I need you to hit that. You know what I'm talking about, the Haterade 101. I need you to find that, and I need you to hit it because it applies to this very situation.
You're drinking the Haterade
101. Let's see here. Oh boy. I'm going to show you folks that I have courage. Dun, dun, dun. On a Friday. Dun, dun, dun. Let's go to Russ in White Plains. Line 2. What's on your mind, Russ?
Hey, Dominic, it's one of the rare times that we agree. That dead guy had no helmet on, and he was fleeing on a sidewalk that's very narrow. I've been on that sidewalk. There's an iron railing next to it, and that sergeant shouldn't be jailed for what he did. He was, coming to the public safety. But the ironic thing is that Curtis and Hawk Newsom agree about the sergeant. I couldn't believe Curtis thought the cop should go to prison.
Wait, whoa. Russ, why are you calling the Dominic Carter show quoting someone else like that? Why are you doing that? He doesn't work here anymore. I don't care I didn't care when he worked here what he said. Because I knew that 90% of the time he didn't know what he was talking about. So why are you calling here quoting that individual? And it's funny. I had a great conversation with Sid Rosenberg this morning. I can't reveal any of the conversation, but we had a wonderful conversation. And I can't speak for Sid. I can only speak for myself. Sid will have to say it on his own show. But, sometimes when you have a feud with people, you're willing to make up and see each other. I'm not willing, and I'm not going to speak for Sid, what he said. He'll have to tell you his part of the conversation. I'm not willing to make up with that individual because that individual is despicable and he's a horrible person. So why would you call up here and quote him like he's family?
I think you get mileage out of it. The same thing about Mondami's
wife.
Wait,
I get mileage? What mileage do I get? I already got the ratings. He's a has-been trying to work his way back up. What do I get out of this? I'm spending my capital. Do you know how many people, including my wife, have told me, do not discuss him. You're the only one with something to lose. He has nothing to lose. He's trying to build a radio show. What mileage do I get?
Marilyn's a private person. She's not accountable for what you say. And that's why I think it's unreasonable what you say about Mondami.
It's unreasonable what I say about Mamdani, huh? It's unreasonable. Well, since you know what, Russ, it's Friday. You know that I like you, but you know what you're about to get right now.
Dominic is done with you.
Let's go to Fred. Fred in Orange County, New York, I believe. Fred, what's on your mind?
Yes, sir. What's up, buddy? I love listening to you. And I got a couple things to say. But
no, you don't have a couple. No, hold on. Whenever someone says a couple, that scares the you-know-what out of me. Because we have every phone line lit up, and I can't spend that much time. But let's see how this goes. Go right ahead.
If you just listen, I'll be quick, okay? So first thing I'm going to say...
I don't like the way you're starting this. You know what? You're done. Lose that call. Let's go to David in Livingston. You don't call here and tell me if I just shut up and listen. Basically, that's what you just said. It doesn't work that way. I'm going to go to David in just a second. Let's go to Judith. I want to go to Judith. Miss Personality. I like Judith's personality. Judith in Brooklyn. See, Judith, I just admitted I like your personality. Are they going to hate on you because I take your phone calls and I like your personality? Anyway, what's on your mind?
Thank you. Thank you so much. So Russ hates on me, Marco hates on me, so I'm very complimented because if those two hate on me, I'm doing something right. Okay.
This is true.
Debbie Lebedo, she is a fabulous woman. Number one, she's smart. Every time she texts and you read her text, she's on target, spot on, okay? And that's why you read her stuff, because she's concise, she's short and to the point, and she's very smart. But what I love about her is that she reaches out to people that she doesn't know that are sick, that are dying and whatever, and she's a supportive system. She's got a heart of gold, and I'd like to see these other people try doing some of what Debbie does. Okay, reaches out.
You know what? Well, you know what? I got to tell you that, Judith, that thank you for making, because that's how she came on my radar. One of our great listeners was dying. And then she passed away, and Debbie was there throughout the entire process. I'm so glad you just reminded me of that. Go ahead, please.
And Dominic, I think there's another woman that's not well through you, but she doesn't call whatever, but Debbie's there. She reaches out. And who else did Debbie reach out to? And she's a great cook, okay?
Great cook.
And she stands there. Yeah, she's a fabulous woman. And, these guys are just jealous or something. Let me see you guys text something smart like Debbie. Come on.
No, that caller is a plant from the person that Russ just mentioned. I'm not going to even say Mr. 7%. he's trying every way he can to stay relevant by having his flunkies call up and act like they're real issues and so on. Go ahead, and then I got to move on to the next call.
Well, all I can say is, Debbie, don't take it to heart, okay? Because these are losers, and they're just jealous, and you're doing something right if they're criticizing you. Trust me, okay? That's it.
You are so correct. You're so correct.
Thanks.
You know what, Judith? Thank you for that call. But you know why it bothers me? Why it really bothers me? Because I'm a big boy, and I'm used to taking the hits. It comes with the turf. But Debbie is a private citizen trying to do good. And her husband is a really good man. They're a great family, and you're attacking this woman solely because you know that you believe this is going to get under my skin. And it's just not right. Let's go to Liz in Florida. Line 3. Liz, what's on your mind?
Hi, Dominic. Oh, ditto to Judith, for sure. Debbie's wonderful. And you've got great callers. And yes, these women, we love you, and we want to take care of you, and we have great stuff to talk about. So, maybe not take those callers that, upset you. I don't want you to get upset. And I think we should all take a cruise with Gracie. Hawaii sounds great. And, let me tell you, Dominic, Passover, the first days and the last days, so there's no TV, there's no radio, there's no media, there's nothing electronic. And it's so calming. It's just like, wow, I have no idea what's going on in the world, and it's nice that way. And I think, tuning out, just getting just maybe a few hours a day, will calm you, calm everyone. Just wanted to say hello.
Well, that's nice of you. That's very nice of you. Thank you, Liz. Hey, Liz, what's the weather like in Florida today?
Yeah, well, it's gorgeous. You know what? It's really, really beautiful. It's close to 90, sunny. It's been like that all week. A little rain sometimes, but it's been stunning.
But we have a beautiful day today as well. We don't have 90 degrees, but we have a beautiful day.
Okay. Yeah, great. You're getting there, and then, of course, the summer will come and we'll all complain about the heat. So enjoy what you have every day. Enjoy it.
This is true. Miss Positive. Liz, thank you, as always, for the wonderful call. Again, folks, you know what? Part of my job is to wake up, especially when I was in television. And everybody thinks they have a right to criticize you, to talk about your appearance. Oh, you need to lose a few pounds. Oh, you need to get a haircut. Oh, this and that. You can get with this or you can get with that. But you know what? It's Friday. It's Friday. I'm not going there. But Debbie Lobaito's a private citizen, and that's not cool. It's not going to stop this person from calling because they're being planted by Mr. 7%. But it is what it is, folks. Time for a break. We see all your calls. We are coming right back.
The Dominic Carter Show on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
And the Tunnel to Towers Foundation final thoughts of the day. It is horrible what happened to that NYPD sergeant. You have taken a good man and thrown him in jail, and we are acting like the young man that lost his life like he was a hero to the community. That is exactly what is wrong. I'm going back to your telephone calls, but you know what? Here's where my head is right now.
Girl, I'm leaving you tomorrow. Seems to me, girl, you know I've done all.
I think this song is called Easy, Lionel Richie. And I think that this is what Liz in Florida has been trying to tell me for the last year. That's why I'm easy. Why are you shaking your head, Carlos?
I'm vibing.
Huh?
I'm vibing with the music.
Oh, okay. You're vibing with the music.
That's why
I'm easy. Everybody tells me I can't sing. It ain't gonna stop me, because I'm easy like Sunday morning, baby. That's the way we roll. Why in the world would Everybody would change on me. Wait, what's the next words? Wait. Come on, Lionel Richie.
I paid my dues to make it.
Well, I'm going to do this last part, then I'm going back to your calls. Everybody wants me to be what they want me to be. That's certainly Dominic Carter.
I'm not happy when I try to fake it.
I'm not happy when I try and fake it.
No.
Ooh. That's why I'm easy. Is this camera recording? Social media, I don't want to see this on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Don't want to do it, don't do it. All right, let's go back to the telephone calls. Let's go to Sandra in New Jersey. Sandra, what's on your mind?
Oh, hi, Dominic. I wanted to say I look forward to hearing Debbie Lebedo every day, and I'll tell you why. She's like a daily dose of vitamins. She makes you strong. She's tough. She says it like it is. It's on target. It's accurate, and I thank her for that. And I'd like to even say, you know, me, Dom, when I find someone interesting, I want to meet that person. I'd love to meet Debbie Lebedo. She lives in New Jersey. So do I. Well,
no, she lives in Staten Island, near New Jersey.
Oh, okay. Well, still, that's not so far. I'd love to meet her one day. And what can I say? Don't ever stop saying what she says, because I think.
No, I got a bone to pick with you, Sandra, because Liz and everybody else have sung with me. You have never done a song with me. What's up with that?
I have a song for you. You want to hear it?
Go ahead.
I love you, you love me. We're a happy family
with a
hug
and a kiss from me. What's the rest of it? But a kiss from you to me, won't you hug me too? Is that the rest of it?
You love me
Sandra, you go, Sandra. Thank you for the call, Sandra. Have a great weekend. Bruce in Pennsylvania. Bruce, what's on your mind, Bruce?
First of all, Dominic, that singing, Lionel Richie just called Casatini. He said, cut it out, okay? I just want to give you the up on that.
I saw the big boss in his office this morning with our company president, Chad Lopez. He didn't say anything about my singing, no, Bruce. He didn't tell me to stop, but go right ahead, because we're short on time. Go ahead, Bruce.
Probably Lionel Richie's going to hit you with something, you know. He's hit you with a little sweet. But getting more serious with the sergeant, I mean, this is just words cannot say it. And hopefully they're going to put him in protective custody in the jail. I just hope the mayor doesn't stick his 2 cents in, because you know where he could put his 2 cents, that mayor. I mean,
right.
I don't know how
I wish I could tell you,
there.
Bruce, where I so wish I could tell you where the mayor could put his 2 cents. Thank you for the great call. Let's go to David, Livingston, New Jersey. David, you got 20 seconds. Make your point, please.
Hi, Dominic. Yesterday there was a video of Mayor Mamdani hugging Mr. Met at a Met game. What's your reaction?
Oh, please. Child, please. That's my reaction. Thank you for the call, David. Folks, never forget, that's the commitment America made on 9/11. You can honor it by donating $11 a month to Tunnel to Towers and amplify your impact with a car or land donation. Go to T2T.org. T, the number 2, T.org. I am back on Sunday night, 11 p.m. Do me a favor. Have a great weekend.
Thanks for listening to The Dominic Carter Show. You can hear The Dominic Carter Show weekdays at 3 p.m. and Monday through Thursday at midnight and Sunday starting at 11 p.m. on 77 WABC. If you like the podcast, share it with your friends and listen anytime at WABCRadio.com and download the WABC Radio app. Hit that subscribe button on all major podcast platforms. Plus, follow WABC on social on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and X. See you next time for a new episode, so you never have to wonder, what the heck is going on here?
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile with a message for everyone paying big wireless way too much. Please, for the love of everything good in this world, stop. With Mint, you can get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Of course, if you enjoy overpaying, no judgments, but that's weird. Okay, one judgment. Anyway, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.